Good morning. It's Valerie Shepard coming to you live from the Hartley Center for Mindfulness and Self-Mastery, where we hope you master yourself in your life so that you can exquisitely manage whatever your life sends your way. And so today, what I'm bringing your way is this question from the Hump Day Happy Chat, Wednesday morning. Take a deep breath. Hello, Wednesday. Why am I still wearing this mask? Why am I still wearing this mask? And you may notice that I'm on my phone. Why? Because my laptop's doing some funky stuff. So I'm going to try and do this on my phone, and my laptop is like whatever. But I had this question, why am I still wearing this mask? So here's my COVID-19 mask. Don't you like it? It's a one of my bandanas. It's a homemade mask, as you can tell. I heard that if you wanted to test whether your mask really did work, hi, thank you for joining. Like if you wanted to test if your mask worked, let's hope I don't set my other mask on fire. You do this. So then you know your mask is working because I'm trying to blow out the flame and it's not blowing out. So that's great. My mask is working. I love it. I love it. I love it. But here's the question, why am I still wearing it? Have you been out? I've been out doing my walks and I've been amazed. I'm going to take it off now. Is it still working? I'm going to keep the other one on for a second because I have to make a point. But I have been amazed at the number of people who've just given up wearing their masks. Like it's not important anymore. I'm moving my camera. Can you tell? Did you get seasick? I did. But it's an interesting question. Why am I still wearing this mask? So I see, good morning. I see people out and about in heavily populated areas, walking even around the lake. I hear people coughing. I hear all kinds of stuff going on, and people aren't wearing their masks, and people aren't social distancing. And I guess I missed the all clear. I don't know. I carry a mask in my car. I carry alcohol spray and I spray down my mask and my hands and my car and all that stuff. You know, it's interesting because self-care is a critical thing. It's a critical part of how we give ourselves to the world in safety and in love. Interesting. Self-care is how we give ourselves to the world in safety and in love. And in personal responsibility. Like I take responsibility for me. I take responsibility and for me and what else I'm doing. But this really is not a COVID-19 story. It is to some degree, but it's a much bigger story than that. It's a much bigger question. Why am I still wearing this mask? Why am I still wearing this one? I can't even see you. Here, let me go like this. That's a little better. I don't think I'm going to wear this the whole time, but taking it off with one hand will be very interesting. Why am I still wearing this mask? Thank you so much for joining. This question is a deep question about personality and identity and other things that are really in this space of who am I? Who am I being? And what am I sharing with the world? And so like you saw me with my COVID-19 mask on, right? Sometimes the masks that we wear are called identity, personality, identity, personality. How about this one? Habitual patterns of thought that turn into beliefs. How about that? Habitual patterns of thought that turn into beliefs. Eek. Okay, I'm sick of this. You gotta go, you gotta go, you gotta go. Okay, there I am. Hello, hello. So I'm doing this on, I'm recording on my Zoom, I'm recording on Facebook Live, howdy, howdy, howdy. Usually it's all one thing, but somehow today we ran into some recording difficulties. And so we just shifted gears and went with what showed up. So, this question about masks, and it's a question that I have in the very beginning of my book, like before page 10, even. And why is it there? It's there because it was a prominent part of who I was, how I showed up, wearing masks. So they were, yes, protection, like don't breathe on me and I won't breathe on you. But it was also a way that I didn't let anyone see who I really was or what was really going on the inside of me. That squishy center where um, protection devices needed to be had. That squishy center where I was absolutely confident that if you knew what was really going on in there, you really wouldn't like me. You wouldn't want me to be around. And there would be no happiness. There would be no fulfillment. There would be no success. Those wouldn't even be possible because you would know the truth about me. And so I hid the truth behind a mask. I hid the truth. And that really worked. I mean, it really worked. I was the strong woman. I smiled when I really wanted to cry. I laughed and said everything was okay when it was not even close. Not even close. And maybe in some ways, maybe I still do that. That is my fervent wish to shed the masks. And I went through a journey of why this question, why am I still wearing this mask? Why am I still wearing the mask? And so maybe I talk to people, my students and some of my clients in this um, during this pandemic. And there's a lot of distraught and distress and um, discombobulation and debilitation and some depression even showing up. And people are wearing masks to not let everyone else see it. Like we don't like letting people see our squishy center. We don't like to feel vulnerable. I come from a military culture. My father was a career Marine. My mom worked for the Department of Defense, civilian Department of Defense. Like that came with a whole bunch of ideology around what it means to be courageous, what it means to be strong. Shouting out to my dad, whose birthday's next month, my brothers, Michael and Joshua, whose birthdays are this month, and my mom, whose birthday's in July, all these spring and summer birthday babies. But my family comes from this culture of never let them see you sweat. And if it means you kill yourself hiding that sweat behind a mask of all is well, that's what you do. That's what you do. And maybe that doesn't seem like it's a problem. Maybe it seems like that's what's wrong with that. I'm like, I'm showing what I want to show and that should be fine. I'm presenting myself in a way that people can experience me and experience my expression and feel that it's good. Hi there. I see you. Thanks for joining. But maybe is it really that okay? Does it really help to put on a brave face when you really feel like garbage on the inside? And what would happen? This is what I always think about now that I didn't think about so much then. What if by actually embracing that part of me that doesn't know, that part of me that's in deep fear, that part of me that's feeling sadness and vulnerability and maybe shame and maybe guilt, like what if in embracing those things and sharing those things, I'm actually coming closer to somebody. Like the distance between our two hearts is now bridged in a way that it would never have been bridged before if I was just always putting on my brave face, always putting on that brave face, or that I can take care of this face. I had a real revelation one time when I was talking to my dad about needing help. And he actually said to me, well, you always seem like you have it all together. Like I never want to offend you by offering to help you because you always seem like you have it all together. Oh, yay. There's somebody like, yes, I'm with you. So why am I still wearing this mask? You might want to ask yourself that. If you're not wearing a COVID-19 mask and you might want to be putting it on, you might be asking yourself, what makes me think I don't need to wear this particular mask anymore? And you might want to put that one on. The all clear is not necessarily the all clear that we think. And you know what? Hey, if the mask doesn't go with your personality, fake it, baby. Your health is worth more important than a few likes. And the other side of the equation is if you're wearing a mask and it's not serving you, why is that still on? How can you get to a place of, I am going to be 100% me? And I may not be in relationship with those people who are there with me now. I may not. If you just joined and you're wondering why I'm looking up and looking down, it's because I have two cameras going. Some kooky things were going on this morning in the studio. So I'm just going to share time between my two cameras. If you are wearing a mask, your mask of identity, I'm the fun kid, your mask of personality, I got it together, we got this, your mask of habitual patterns of thought, it's not okay to be afraid. It's not okay to show vulnerability. It's not okay. It's not safe to be me being me, the real me, the me that is a little scared. If you're still wearing those kinds of masks, I encourage and invite you to take them off, even if you just take them off sometimes, and then see what happens around you. See who actually gets closer to you. You might, very well might, lose some of those friends that you think you cannot live without. But who might you gain? Who might come into your space who's willing to be along with you in their authentic selves? And when you think about authenticity, it's not authentically being who I'm not. Authenticity is not about authentically being who you're not. So wearing a mask of strength when you're actually afraid, there's nothing authentic about that, even though you may be practiced at wearing the masks like I was. You might be practiced at wearing them. So here's something that you can do. It's called noticing, right? So notice who you're being at any given moment. This is a seminal question that I ask my students and my coaching clients. Who are you being when you think you're being you? Who are you being when you think you're being you? And when I asked that question to myself, and I did it over and over, I'm talking about thousands of times, like in a moment, I would say, who am I being right now? I think I'm being me, but who is this? I found out it was a lot of different people. Sometimes it was people I admired. I thought they got things from being what they were, and so I tried it on. And then I kept it on, and let's see what happens. Only sometimes I got so practiced at it, I forgot I was wearing the mask. It's hard to forget that you're wearing this mask. I mean, it's pretty big and bulky. Can't really forget that one. Can't really forget this one either because it covers up my eyes. But you can forget sometimes that you're wearing those silly little masks that we put on. Well, I will cancel clear silly little. Those masks were great protection devices and they helped me get through my period of my life when I didn't know that there was another option. But they say once you wake up, you can never go back to sleep. So waking up, people, putting on the best you that you can be means take off your mask, come out of hiding, and let the world see the you that is the real, authentic you. Why am I still wearing this mask? And who am I being when I think I'm being me? Two really important questions that can help you shift who you are, make a new choice in your life, and see what happens. Do a couple test runs for a few weeks, months, and years. Allow yourself to come into your authentic self and express that in the world. I'm Valerie Shepard. This has been a little bit strange Hump Day Happy Chat, but I'm still happy about it. I'm still happy to be here. It's kind of kooky. I'm so grateful to be here, and I'm so grateful that you joined me. And I really encourage and invite you to share this video. There's probably somebody in your inner circle or the outer edge of your circle who is looking for a way to find more happiness, fulfillment, and success, to be at a higher vibration, to welcome in the abundance and the beauty and the magnificence in the world, even in the midst of a pandemic. All those things are still available to us. And so your sharing can make it possible for somebody you don't even know to up-level their life. So in that way, in somebody's life, you're always going to be a gift. And I'll offer the prayer of loving kindness of the Buddha. It's always something that I want to close the Hump Day Happy Chat with. May all beings be peaceful. May all beings be safe. Wear your mask. Wear your mask. Social distance. May all beings be happy. Inner happiness. True, authentic happiness. May all beings awaken to the light of their true nature. Put down your mask. The identity and personality mask. May all beings awaken to the light of their true nature, and may all beings be free. Many blessings. Happy, happy Hump Day. See you later, alligator. Hump Day Happy Chat signing off here. Hope you have a fantastic week. Many blessings. Bye now. Hump Day Happy Chat. See you later, alligator.